telling I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. You not my kind, I know kin to me. Heard you told my girl about all of them that's DMing me. Why they hogging up the recipe? Heard they talking like I can't let Ken Wallace get ahead of me. Know your heart full of jealousy. All that acting tough, damn, this must be a parody. Okay, 1-on-1 ain't no comparing me. Okay, wait, 2-on-2, that's like 4, they be sharing me. Okay, they working like the rent dude. Rent got them doing, that's what I'm into. Yeah, if I'm in it, then I own it, not a rental. No, I've been plotting on the lamb and the Benz cool. Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't like your energy. I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go.
First off, let me talk my... Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my... It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it? Treat it like a law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm the... I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Try to sing my shit like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk, I talk the talk, I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how did this happen, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like, immune to everybody, this is stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing the 50s like, hate it or love it, I just can't get enough. Labels keep calling me, I said move if you call me please, or don't even bother me. They said, oh my apology, they keep calling and calling. I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career snowballing. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest.
Chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sakai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiler old boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that float back.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Mahomes now on first down. Caught here by Bell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Going deep to the end zone for Juju.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. With the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Levante David. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
That's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Extra point put through by Suckup, and that makes the score 7-0. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Our game here, Bucs and Chiefs, certainly one of the crown jewels of this 2022 NFL schedule. Of course, a rematch of that memorable Super Bowl 55, Tom Brady's 7th Super Bowl title, when his guys really outmanned a Kansas City team who came up short in their quest to go back-to-back. And you look at these two quarterbacks, Brady, just a legend of the game. Many say the GOAT. Mahomes, certainly you could say, on a similar trajectory. And then we'd be remiss for not mentioning these two, of course, shared a Madden cover back in 2021. So this a hot ticket indeed here in Tampa. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D4'd that time, getting the sack.
But it certainly took too long to set up play action. That gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away.
And this will be taken at the 13. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and a to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second and 5 now. Newton. The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Hard to believe this guy was watching us from his living room last week. Now he's under center here for an NFL team.
And not many teams were in the market to sign him, but you have to believe that this team felt like we saw something previously in this guy, and now he has a chance to prove it with us.
He completes it right side to White.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Bucs at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Newton.
That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the red zone now, Newton. He completes it to Evans. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with second and a couple. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On second down, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for KC. 63 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Newton now to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Chris Jones, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On third down, a run from White. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now here's Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here we go.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Newton toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Newton now to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
A gain of 15. First down, Chiefs.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Yellow.
From the 39, Mahomes. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
And we all know how talented this guy is. He's called the signals for it, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
43! 43! I got it!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Well, they still need 6 yards here on third down after the penalty. Mahomes going to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Hands it off out of the gun.
Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break that initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. And one of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, you know, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys, figure it out. Learn how to block it. We may see this situation.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a give up the middle. This is White. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Open man is Godwin. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Newton.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get 1 key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Newton. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Up the gut, Fournette. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They run straight ahead here with White. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
20.
Newton to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From the 30 on second down, Mahomes. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They took away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Got that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second and 12, Newton. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
On first down, Newton. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, Ridley.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
98 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
That's complete. It's Bell.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
Mahomes now on first down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Devin White came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
To throw again on second down. Newton. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slip. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys to scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
No gain on the play there, second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
With that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
122 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
On second down and 4, Mahomes got his man complete over the middle. It's Bell. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Here's a give up the middle, and he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
He'll try again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Chiefs have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Mahomes will throw for it. And this is going to be incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now Newton. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Nice play there by Russell Gage, who left Atlanta but didn't leave the NFC South, where he signed to join Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What a luxury for him to be a third receiver for this team. And he forms a great trio with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Running out of the gun with White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Newton to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. That gain on third down, good for 28. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Bucs, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week.
Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest still ain't mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, waiting instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You clout chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. You not my kind, I know kin to me. Heard you told my girl about all of them that's DMing me. Why they hogging up the recipe? Heard they talking like I can't let Ken Wallace get ahead of me. Know your heart full of jealousy. All that acting tough, damn, this must be a parody. Okay, 1-on-1 ain't no comparing me. Okay, wait, 2-on-2, that's like 4, they be sharing me. Okay, they working like the rent do. Rent got them doing, that's what I'm into. Yeah, if I'm in it, then I own it, not a rental. No, I've been plotting on the lamb and the Benz cool. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi. Take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off them fabricate streams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro, pay 5 days stay, take a $250,000, hella follow. Take off the false flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off the decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woe, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the Chanel, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have? You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage. The market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't Monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all get it. Jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal. Done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burial cries. You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up us? Serving up a look, dancing in a drop. Hello to the big step, but never lose a count. Venting in the safe house. Venting in the safe.
Can I vent out my truth? I got nothing to lose. I got problems and pools. I can swim with my fate. Cameras moving whenever I'm moving. The family suing whatever I make. Murder is stacking. The president acting. The government taxing my funds in the bank. Homies ejecting the fence when I'm breaking. Look at my reaction. My pupils on skates. Hold up, hold up.
Let's think about this for a second. Tell me what you would do for steady. When you show your show, no credit. When you show your bro for leverage.
What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant?
You out of pocket, yeah, you out of pocket. You entertain the mediocre, need to stop it. You entertaining old friends when they toxic. What your life like? You gossip.
What the fuck is council culture, dog? Say what I want about you. I'm like Oprah, dog. I treat you like I'm Jigga. Watch I own it all. Oh, you worry about a critic? That ain't protocol.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know a way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiled little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out. Great tits, New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? Why would I?
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time in it. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Run it up, 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 run gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First play, Bridgewater looking to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. How about the defense there, trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing. Bridgewater. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Our game here, Bucs and Chiefs, certainly one of the crown jewels of this 2022 NFL schedule. Of course, a rematch of that memorable Super Bowl 55, Tom Brady's 7th Super Bowl title. And his guys really outmanned the Kansas City team who came up short in their quest to go back-to-back. And you look at these two quarterbacks, Brady, just a legend of the game. Many say the GOAT. Mahomes, certainly you could say on a similar trajectory. And then we'd be remiss for not mentioning these two, of course, shared a Madden cover back in 2021. So this a hot ticket indeed here in Tampa. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Bridgewater. Complete right side to Otten. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
The Buccaneers at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Finding Otten once more. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. It's caught by Mike Evans.
And he's going to have a Bucs first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Bridgewater.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Bridgewater now from the 50. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's Jake Camarda now.
And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the...
And this throw will be intercepted.
Mike Edwards picks it off. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second and 2. They'll run it again with Fournette, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. Well, the jet sweep. This is Godwin, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Suckup on now for the Buccaneer field goal. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Suckup's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They'll go up the middle with White. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stumped him. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
It's caught. This is White. And some room. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had to feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Right, it's been this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Slant route, that's complete to Travis Kelce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Here's Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Fournette on the toss to the right. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Succop's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And Lazard's got it again. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a bit. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead down to 3 and 13-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have...
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it. Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback. He rifles one that's intercepted. Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way. So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end. Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving? Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Right back to him on first down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him. Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So the completion good for just 3. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there. Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Yellow.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A first down throw for Bridgewater.
Look at Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Bridgewater to throw it. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
On third down, Bridgewater.
Complete right side to Otten.
And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 31 yards on the punt there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he fields it cleanly.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Just a gain of a couple there, and that will bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means
into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
74 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second and 9, Mahomes finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
Now White lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Airing this one out for Evans. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Bridgewater. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Delta. Oh, it's a lot.
Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a 1st down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Fighting to the ball carrier there was Carlton Davis, and he finishes that play off.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. He hit his first, now this from 43. Oh, they get to the football, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is taking it right down Broadway. 30, 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So just a remarkable turn of events there. A chance to add on to this 4th quarter lead. Not only is that squandered, but now we've got a brand new game.
And how about the awareness defensively? Because it's one thing to block it.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly. Getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here's Bridgewater. He finds his target. It's Evans. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They're on 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. He did have one blocked earlier. This time it's for the win. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So 4 quarters couldn't decide it, and it'll be the Chiefs who get the football first in this overtime session.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
First throw of overtime for Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
So it's a win for the Chiefs here, and no surprise, it was Patrick Mahomes who really led the charge.
Yeah, he really had a great night throwing the football. 3 touchdown passes. He was totally locked in. He was precise, and he really willed his guys to the victory.
So for the Chiefs, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here.
And they will get another road test next week as they head to Vegas to take on the Raiders.
Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.